Welcome to Respiratory Therapy 1540 Online. This is Weber's website, and if you log in here, about in the center of the page somewhere is a link to get to your online classes. What you can do is also click on here and go to Canvas login. You can log in there. If you have problems with getting into Canvas, your login or your password, click there and it gives you a help number, 801-626-7777, and you can call that number 24/7 to help you. I will show you one way to get to your textbook. Go to the index search B bookstore, shop, and course materials. There's more than one way to compare and buy books, and it's fall and you want to pick respiratory, and this is your class. There's your instructor. Click here and you can order your textbook and have it shipped to your house, or go to, I think you can have it shipped to the Davis bookstore or the Ogden bookstore, and it may even be there, so you can call them and see if that's the case. Okay, once you're in Canvas, it looks like this. There's an email system right there, and you just click the inbox and it looks like this, conversations. And if you wanted to email me, all you have to do is put in my name. Oops, if I can spell it, and my name comes up, so you can click on it and email me that way, or you can just put in the number of your class. The whole class should come up, and I've taught this class before, so my old classes are there. Let's see, we're fall 13 right there, and you can see all the students are in there, plus you can just click on me and send. When I email you, it should go, I think the default for Canvas is for it to go to your Weber email. So you can call the Canvas, I'll show you, help number, and they were Canvas self-help. They can show you how to configure your Canvas to either go to your text on your phone, or to your email, or to any email that you want to. Here's the Canvas support number, and here is the syllabus. This intro you're listening to should be right there, but we'll go to the syllabus. I've already loaded it, so you don't have to wait for it to load. The purpose of the class is to teach you about respiratory therapy, to see if you want to get into the profession. The textbook, I showed you where it was, 1540 online module that's sold at the WSU bookstore. Attendance, basically your attendance is by logging into this class, and I would log in and look at your emails or your inbox at least twice a week. There's Egan's this module, the textbook, is actually 6 or 5 chapters from a textbook called Egan's. There's Egan's chapter quizzes, and there is homework, and there's internet website homework, and then there is a graduation evaluation. That's where you look at your CAT tracks. That's where you can pick a major and see what exactly what classes you need to complete for a degree. There is a final. You need to get 75% to pass this class. And the Egan's chapter quizzes in the final, well, everything is self-proctored. But this final is 50 question test, and you can take it as multiple times before the due date to get in. The high score will go to your grade book. And no late work is accepted, so my advice is try to get ahead by 1 week. That way you will never miss a deadline, and there's something due every week. So you're aware that for every week there's some assignment that you have to complete. This is a grading breakdown of each type of assignment. 20% homework. Well, Egan's comprehensive quizzes 20%, homework 20%, internet quizzes 20%, grad eval 10%, and the final is 30%. This is the grade breakdown, and this is the same as in the respiratory therapy program. You need to get a C to pass the class. That's a passing grade. The disability statement, please read that. And this is what is due every week, and it looks just like your Canvas. I set it up that way. Oops, excuse me. It looks like that. So I'll briefly go over the 3 different type assignments to show you how it works. The first one is AARC homework. This is the instructions right here. Basically is going to tell you what I'm telling you here. And there are homework questions that go to this website. AARC is American Association for Respiratory Care, and it is our professional society for respiratory therapy. So here's the questions, and here's the website. So it tells you to go to certain links and to find information. And so what you would do is, AARC stands for the American Association for Retired Couples, and then you research that from that website and say true or false. After you're finished with all of that, then you can go back to the main page and you can submit all your questions on KaiTester. Click there, and it opens up a link for you to go to the test. Now I've already logged in, so it didn't make me log in. But if you've logged in already, it will take you directly to the quiz. And make sure you read the instructions before you take the test, because this is a one-time only, and you can only do it once, and the time is 10 minutes. Certain other tests, you can do it multiple times. So let's go to next week's assignment to see what kind of assignment that is. Oh, actually it's another website assignment, so that the format of that is pretty much the same. Week 3 is a homework assignment, so you'll need to have the textbook from Weber State by then. And what it does is it has homework questions to the chapter. And I'm waiting for it to load here. And there are 3 types of questions. This general essay questions and definitions, and then these mini clinies, which are scenarios. And it asks you to go through a clinical situation, and it tells you what you should do. The key to all of this is to follow instructions. You should restate the question for every question when you write the essay answer to get full points. And please don't write you can write one sentence answers, but you won't get full points. I would just say if it's worth 5 points, there should be 5 sentences to your answer. Now what I do is I look at your answer and I have to determine if you read the book or not. So usually in a 1-sentence answer, there's not enough evidence there to convince me that you've read the textbook. Another thing you can do if you have a hard time paraphrasing what the textbook says is you can put exactly what the textbook says, but then you explain to me what that means, and it always helps to give an example. So then it convinces me I know what you're talking about. Definitions are pretty clear cut. You would write like aerosol medications and then next to it put a dashed line and say what it is. And again, the Clini Mini is a clinical situation where you determine what to do. And what really helps you on all of this is to listen to the podcast to every one of these homework scenarios or homework assignments, because I try to help you as much as possible to get all the answers to the questions. And then the third type of assignment is after you do the homework, then you do a chapter. Oh, after you do the homework, let me see right here, then you submit all of your answers onto KaiTester. And make sure you read this. Again, it tells you how to get the most points out of your homework. And this KaiTester, this essay type answers. So if you don't finish the whole assignment in one setting, you can just close your tab and go into it another time to complete it. Once you are in this KaiTester and you hit end submission, then you can't reopen it again. But if you need to reopen it, and it gives me enough lead time to read your email to open it, I will reopen it for you so you can finish the test or finish answering your essay questions. And the third type assignment is after you do the Ingid's homework, then there is a chapter test to chapter 1, and it goes chapter 1, chapter 2. And for the chapter 2 quiz, you would have questions from chapter 1 and chapter 2. I hope that makes sense. So here, after you've done the homework, the next week you do the chapter quiz. Hopefully that will open the quiz. And it says there's 20 questions, 20 minutes, and you can do it multiple times before the due date. So start early and email me as much as you need to so you can do well in this class, and I think you will learn a lot about respiratory therapy. Oh, and a couple other things. Gradebooks is right here. And yours looks a little bit different. I probably shouldn't have gone there. You can see everybody in the class. But your gradebook will just march out all your assignments and how I graded them. Well, one thing about your homework assignments, since they are essay, I usually don't grade it till after the due date, and then it might take me a full couple days to correct them. And then after I correct them, I'll email the class, and you should be able to go back into KaiTester and review how I graded them. And if you have any questions, please email me. So remember, this is an online class, but please email me as much as you need to get the help you need and for me to answer your questions. So hopefully that's helpful, and have a fun time.